Hello everybody, welcome to ZeldaSpeedRuns, broadcasting the Link to the Past Randomizer Challenge Cup 2022. We got round one of the brackets for y'all today. It's Tech versus krelbel, game 2. Tech fighting to survive in these brackets. Commentating for us, we have Adalor and John the Branch, and tracking for us is Scoopula. Say hello everybody.
Hello, hello.
Adalor, I think this is your time.
Oh, right. We can talk now.
Yeah.
Right. So we've got, Technolink versus krelbel. Technolink, who you might also know as Dragonite. Krelbel, who you might also know as krelbel. They are, as Ricky said, this is game 2. Krelbel's up 1-0. So if krelbel wins, he gets to go on to the next round of 32. If Techno wins, we get to go to game 3. They're head-to-head on this little stat screen we got here. They have each won one race compared to each other. And you can see krelbel's got a little bit better of a last 10 record. Has one first place in there. We're expecting krelbel to be a little bit better in this matchup overall, but we'll see how it plays out. This is rando; anything could happen.
Yeah, these are two of my friends. Well, okay, no, Dragonite is everyone's favorite resident troll on the ladder Discord. krelbel is my friend. So yeah, we're looking for two incredible runners. I mean, you've got to be to get this far into brackets. I mean, round 1, you've got to be incredible to get into the tournament itself. And hey, we're gonna see. Oh gosh, what are these two runners known for? I mean, they don't have a particular style of routing that I know from either one of them. I'm sure they do. I know krelbel is really partial to other modes of play. The weirder it gets, the happier he is. Cross keys is about as vanilla as he likes to start, and if there are glitches, that he's there. Whereas I just know Dragonite as Technolink as guy who just tears up the ladder and you don't want to get matched up against.
Yeah, I'm not sure myself. I'm not quite familiar with what his style might be. We might see some crazy stuff because there's certainly a lot of opportunity for clowning. And this mode in particular, we did get MC boss shuffle, so there could be some situations where these guys run into bosses that they can't kill. They might end up having to clear dungeons that they don't know the prizes for. We'll have to wait and see what information we get. We'll do our best to keep track of everything.
I sure am hoping we get that some of the weirdest bosses, get. I want to see as many cold start. Well, you can only see 2, right? This is just the standard shuffle, correct? Or
it's full, yeah. So no boss can appear more than twice, but the bosses that can appear twice can be different. So you could have 2 cold stairs, 2 landmos, 2 Arguses, or whoever. Yeah, any boss can appear twice. Because of how that code works, there are some biases towards certain locations having certain bosses, and we'll keep track of that, and we'll update you later on what we think certain locations are once we've narrowed it down more. Not 2 Ganons, no. That's the one thing we can't have.
All right, and unless you're playing crowd control,
that's different. 10 arrows in the house. Good start.
Yeah, nothing exciting at all.
Looks like these 2 are both Uncle starting. I like it. So we'll get a look at their the tier 1 tree pull, and then a couple items from Uncle. We'll see if maybe there's anything there that pushes them. Maybe an early weapon you can go straight into the castle. Ooh, guards are in the bomb pack. That's nice.
All right, and nothing on that tier 1 tree pull except a little bit of life back, for those that dangerous trip to Uncle.
Big 20 on the man himself.
Now, interesting, both runners deciding to start with Uncle. I kind of agree with that on any, I always do it, but I'm kind of surprised they both did on a mode that does not shuffle anything in between the dungeons and the overworld. That's not super common to see both runners start there. But hey, they got a mushroom, and they got, what was the other thing in back?
There was it was a mushroom and a big 20. So with that 50 in Sanctuary, Krelbel's at 70 now. Almost up to bottle vendor money.
Okay, now Technolink doing something spicy. Look at this.
He's doing this this immediate mushroom check, a little fake flipper into this. You see this a lot commonly in cross keys where people will immediately start with this, go to check this entrance and then Houlihan. So anyone who's run cross keys is familiar with this little trip.
Oh, krelbel, I believe he's building up a tree for tier pull.
Yeah, he's going for tier 2 or 3. Yeah.
And then, okay, yep. And
Hearts
either he
again?
missed it or it's hearts again.
It could be hearts again. They can do that.
We haven't seen the bush crab. Oh, hey, bush crab's dropping out something nice for no boots. And we had nothing. We had a let's reset because we did not like that garbage. Let's save that mushroom for a potential fake powder later. And nothing in Lumberjack Cave.
Single arrow on Lumberjack Ledge. Well,
It's not all dungeons unless a lot of more stars align.
yeah, technically finding a big 20 in the mushroom spot, or the potion shop, means he'll save that mushroom for the potential of having some fake powder later, should the powder not turn up. And we have some divergence here. I'm kind of not surprised Techno's going anywhere but CAC. He's committing to the CAC skip and heading off to the eastern area.
Yeah, CAC skip and open. Quite the decision.
I don't hate it. I personally, I think if you get early bombs, there's some opportunity to go to Eastern. At least go to Saha's Closet. Saha tells us that the Tower of Hera is a green pendant.
All right, we got a bottle in the closet there. So hey, maybe hey, he can hope now that that bottle leads to something, and there are no bottles in CAC.
Yeah.
I was actually a little surprised a minute ago about krelbel just leaving those 3 bombs on the overworld. I know 5 feels like a lot, but by the time you get through CAC, if you pick up none, you're down to 1, and then you go start doing South Shore, and then suddenly you're out of bombs.
Yeah, I was a little surprised at that too, but I mean, usually you get at least 1 drop in CAC.
Whoa,
nice early flute.
Oh, punished. Oh, they are shuffled in the overworld. I had that wrong. So yeah, the uncle skip was, or sorry, the uncle skip would have been a terrible idea. You'd always want to uncle route in this mode. I misunderstood the routes, the mode settings. You can tell I did not register for Challenge Cup this year. But yeah, with that flute, krelbel has quite the bonus going in.
And boots, apparently. I didn't see him pick up boots, but he got boots in there too. That's 3 good items. Moon Pearl, by the way, on Technolink's side, is in the first check in Eastern Palace.
Oh, and now krelbel is going to know what's in Eastern before he goes there. That's another... Oof. Wow, I've never seen a CAC skip punished this hard. Oh, flippers. Oh. Definitely... It's not just that it's a Stackerico that makes the CAC skip a bad news on this seed. It's the fact that it's stacked with mobility items.
And a sword.
Yeah, and a sword.
Yeah, the fact that you've got boots and flute and then flippers on top of that, so you can just at any point now go to 8 and initiate your flippers checks. This is really convenient. This is going to make the early game really fast.
Yeah, chat keeping us honest. We did get Moon Pearl in Eastern Palace, so if
it was in the first check in Cannonball. Yeah.
If that is a pendant, it might be something that krelbel stays away from for a little bit of extra time, but I don't know. We'll have to see how he goes.
So because of the fact that we are an MC boss shuffle means the maps and compasses are shuffled. So if you look at your map, you will not see the prizes for each dungeon unless you actually have the map for those dungeons. And the compasses are important in boss shuffle because in our current website version, when you have the compass for a dungeon or a map or a dungeon, if you open the map in that dungeon, you get a little icon that shows you what boss is there. This is particularly important for bosses such as Argus, Cold Stare, and Trinex, which have extra item requirements to even kill.
Did you read that, or did you just rattle that off by memory?
Oh, that was just me.
Wow. All right, and See, krelbel, he just saw the future and knew there would be a 10 bomb pack in library, and he'd have boots already. So why bother picking up those 3 bombs on Mushroom Spot, right?
It just works out,
Ooh.
yeah.
Ooh, Dragonite missing the only take 1 or 2 hearts damage glitch here. Glitch. Trick.
Hey, he doesn't have a way to kill the Igor now, actually.
I think he can. If he goes back. Well, yeah, he's got bombs, but I think he could also go back 2 rooms and reset the pots.
If he resets the tile, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and to cap it all off, krelbel finds the red cane on race game. Now, he didn't blind check it. That's the one thing he didn't. That's the one part of everything's coming up Millhouse he did not get today.
Yeah, he just went straight for it, yeah. All right, so he's zooming now. He's got
He
boots,
also
so
forgot he hasn't. Okay. I was thinking he forgot he had activated flute. No, he's getting the one check he has access to now, and then he's probably gonna go do back of escape immediately.
Map of Ice Palace. All right, we'll see what that is later. He's gonna. What are you doing?
Oh, he's setting up. Was that a setup for a trick?
I do not know. I'm not sure. I don't know.
Or was that him forgetting he was going to do back of escape?
That may have been like a. I don't know what he's doing actually. Oh, is this a Houlihan setup?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking it was a Houlihan setup.
I've never seen that. That's cool.
Yeah, you do that dash. That actually just came up in a chat's. I forget which Discord. Somebody was asking how they accidentally did it. Oh, they had done it into the Ganon hole by doing a similar transition.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to remember that later. That's convenient.
Yep, you bunk off that tree and then you dash turn straight down, and then you can just pick up that bush and fall in, and you're Houlihan.
Yeah, that puts him up to 330. It's a lot closer to Zora money as he gets into our South Sword checks. Another bomb pack. He had nothing to worry about with that bomb pack at the mushroom spot, I guess.
Yeah.
And Technolink now getting into his Kakariko is going to be all like, oh, look all this stuff I could had a few minutes ago. It's fine.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I mean, hey, if you're going to be a runner that skips CAC and ends up a couple minutes behind because of it, you want to be Dragonite, because then you can probably just make up that time anyway. I keep calling him Dragonite. I'm sorry, Technolink.
I mean, we so many people know him as Dragonite. Like, I feel like those names are very synonymous.
Yeah, and then Keepo with Keepo was the other name. He's a dude of many names.
Oh yeah.
Wait, you can bonk there?
If you do it at the very top, yes.
Thanks, krelbel. I never knew you could do that. That's a time save.
Got an armor upgrade in Mini Moldorm Cave, and a whole lot of that's a nice amount of money. We'll take that.
Yeah, we got Zora money. We're gonna flute to 8 so that we can get to Ice Rod Cave a little bit quicker, and then he's gonna water walk down and do all the fake flipper, but with walking on water checks. Probably gonna see him probably not do Hobo at the speed he's going. We'll have to see.
Yeah, we'll see. That's a decision to make.
I'm getting way ahead of him here.
It's an Ice Rod Cave here. We have another big 20. Imagine that. It's like there are 28 of them in the pool and they're everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so he scoots over to the side of the pit and dashes along it, which arms the water walk, and then by jumping into the water from a south, he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it at Hobo. Okay, so he's gonna fake flipper over here, and then
yeah.
Well, you can't fake flipper. You real flipper. I don't know if this works like this, Trouble.
Oh yeah.
He forgot he had flippers. I think actually.
Yeah, he forgot he had real flippers.
Unless that still somehow saves it when you do it on the transition, but I don't think that's how that works.
Don't think it works that way, but he might not remember either, and so he might be just guessing.
Flippers is one of those early game items that's easy to forget about, and you kind of just get in the habit of, okay, I'm gonna go to Ice Rod, set up a water walk, do fake flipper, arm it, own it once I'm under the bridge.
Here's a check we haven't seen yet. Oh, and
Ooh,
book on
there's a book.
Sick Kid. So Krelbel, when he gets his first bottle, hopefully he remembers. Pop on over to that 3 spot.
Yeah, he's got a flute. He can get back there pretty easy.
Yeah. All right, and Hobo just
Herpes
has
here.
life refill. And
Wow. It does work. Okay, color me
Krelbel
surprised.
showing us something we don't know for about the 4th time already this seed.
So if you can arm a water walk like that. I don't know if that's that specifically because you do the fake flipper transition or yeah, but that's cool though. Good to know.
It's got to be the fake flipper transition. Oh, and he accidentally, well, not accidentally, he was forced to.
You can't keep.
He got in the shadow water, and yeah, that forces you into the swim state if you actually have the flippers. Oh,
glove and water.
And hey, let's get some in logic progressive gloves.
That puts us just a hammer or a second glove away from our Dark World access. Yeah.
And Technolink also kicking himself for not blind checking that red cane. Everything else was in CAC. Why didn't he just blind check it, knowing there would be something there too?
Honestly, with this many items at the start, I would have just looked at it and been like, oh, I should probably get that.
Now, Technolink just fluted to 7. Did Krelbel flute to 7, or did he accidentally save and quit and start at Link's house? Because that's a pretty common mistake to make, and I could have sworn he did the walk.
Krelbel went to... He did the Houlihan and then popped out at house.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He went... Yeah. You're right.
And we got all our Dark World, all our Light World maps now.
All right. Can we get a map check, please, Krelbel?
Now be a perfect time. You have all your Light World information. You can see what these 3 dungeons are. Nope, not yet.
Oh, no, he's just going to flute. Where's he fluting?
Where's he going? He's doing the mushroom check, okay.
Of course. Now, he just did a save quit, right? So he can... Oof.
Yes, this is fresh off a save and quit, so he can...
I'm sorry, we didn't get to warn you guys the first time. Every time you see Dragonite, switch to... Every time you see that Dragonite, pick his Ether Medallion. Close your eyes if you're photosensitive, because, oof, he forgot to turn off the flashies.
I get so used to not seeing that because of the default setting on the website now that it's weird to see it.
Is it default now?
I'm pretty sure that toggle is on by default on the website. I could be wrong.
I think it just saves it with your cookie, and so you're just used to it being clicked that way, but I think you have to click it the first time.
Krelbel taking this glove that he's got now and going to the back of Escape. I got 3 items back here. Assuming there's not a key back here.
For some reason, I thought we already had the glove, so...
Ace Rod.
And, that's what,
and a mirror.
Ooh, mirror.
And a second sword. Wow.
Oh, wow. That makes it not worth
3 for 3. Great stuff.
Yeah, suddenly you're not sad that you can't go to Dark Cross.
Jeez, what a nice pile of blue things.
And while he's at it, he's going to do Front of Escape. He's pretty sure he's not going to do Ganon. So, or is he? Is he going to YOLO it and do Aga 1 after this? I sure hope not. Well, it is MC Shuffle, so you might have to climb those first 2 chests anyway.
Those would be small keys. It's only MC.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, there's no reason to go into AT. He's already looked at the Lumberjack Ledge too. He knows a single arrow is there, and it's at this point quite unlikely that we have Aghanim required for Dark World access. We're literally just 1 item away.
Well, let's see if Technolink jumps straight into the water. Yes, he's jumping straight into the water.
There is one extra item in cat. Yeah, he's going to activate it there. That's pretty typical to see. You either do it there or you go... He's going to skip going to the bridge, actually. He's going straight up waterfall. Now, as I was going to say, the castle itself has 1 extra item. So there's a little bit more incentive to kind of do this earlier, as opposed to every other dungeon has 2 extra items because all those maps and compasses get moved around. There's a pod compass.
All right, and we just found out Waterfall Fairy is handing out bees today.
Free bees.
Giving out freebies. And I believe krelbel picked up that map. Let's see if Technolink does too. And he still has not done that map check. We're still waiting on it.
Yeah. Big 20 in the cell. I think that says... Did he find the key? He found the key. All right, we got one item in Dark Cross. Yeah, Tech's going to grab that map as well. It's good information.
Yeah,
He'd
I can
like-
definitely
he'd like-
save you.
Yeah, you'd like to not have to complete pendant dungeons if you can help it.
Yep. Going to finish that boss, especially if you've got all the items.
Oh wait, Krelbel doesn't have the key. It says actually Dark Cross is the key. He doesn't have the key. Yeah, he's silly.
Yeah, he's
Forgot.
he's making a mistake here. Doing an oopsie. He might be in regular key sanity mode.
Yeah, maybe he'll look at this and be like, oh, whoops.
Yeah, he'll laugh too. He'll do that little chuckle he does.
Yeah,
Just like when you point out he could have mirrored back to the start of the dungeon and then fluted away instead of saving quitting. Maybe he wants the 2 hearts.
he was at kind of low health after his trip to the dark. Yeah. All right, where are you going next? Probably to 1 actually. I think the mountain, a little bit of West Mountain actually. No, going to 6. Okay.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised he still hasn't done the map check. If he's going places where there are dungeons, he's got. Well, he didn't get the book yet, so
Get
that's
in the book.
unfortunate.
Yeah.
He could have. Well, we don't have a fire source, so maybe you don't want to go into that dungeon anyway. Meanwhile, Dragonite getting his back of escape, getting those items. He might. Let's see, what maps does he have?
I believe he has all the light world maps as well.
Yeah, it's not showing on his tracker on his stream because it doesn't. His compact tracker doesn't have that.
Ina Cave has a compass for desert, so there is more boss knowledge for later.
Interesting. Technolink also not going into the front of Desert Palace. And
Remind me later to remind Krelbel to save and quit out of Agina's Cave instead of walking. If you're going to flute, it's slightly faster to save and quit.
yes, it is. Even back to Link's house.
When
Meanwhile,
he miss flutes, he's going to 1. All right.
Yep. They're both doing Old Man Escape, and they're going to tag each other actually. Sparks
Fire in the dark.
Yeah.
I like yours better, actually.
Like it's 4th of July, just all the streetlights are off, and 2 kids with sparklers running around.
I like it. Got just a little bit of cash on Old Man here. We're gonna head up the mountain, see what's up at Speck Rock.
Yeah. Now we don't have hammer or hookshot, so all of those wonderful goodies in Paradox Cave and here's our map check. So crystals besides Hera, regular crystals.
Yep, 2 crystals there.
And nothing inside. Wow, it's basically, Krelbel makes the right call of not even checking. Not that he knows it's the right call. And he's going to go into Eastern. Yeah, he hasn't been to Eastern yet.
Could have gone up to Hera, too.
He is he going to be able to finish Eastern? Did we see the boss in Eastern?
No, we haven't seen the boss in Eastern yet.
Okay. He'll know the boss, though.
They would need a
Oh yeah,
bow
you
to
need
get to
a
the back.
bow.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, because the enemies are not. It's not regular enemizer. All right, and a lamp on that flashy ether tablet.
We did also see Technolink did a quick map check when he was in the Dark World for a moment. We saw a normal crystal at Ice Palace too.
Okay, and
Krelbel, no, go to Cannonball, get your pearl.
Yeah, I know. He could flute to 5 too. No, oh, I see. Yeah,
He's gonna get his
gonna
book
check
here.
on the kid. He's gonna get his book, so he might get thrown off into desert.
Yeah, it might shove him in the desert.
Yeah.
Let's see where he goes next.
Maybe he wants to go join Technolink. Oh
He's
no.
actually- he
He's
might be
gonna
going
do
up
the
to Hera
tablet
now.
and get his.
Yeah.
No, he's yeah.
Yeah, because he
He
has
is
2 swords. He can do the tablet and actually enter Hera. It looks like Technolink came up
and-
with a lamp in desert there.
and a bow. No, the lamp is on Ether Tablet. The bow
Oh,
is
the
what
lamp's
we
up there.
found in
Okay, I'm
Desert.
dumb. I missed that.
Yeah. So if krelbel is lucky, he's going to dip Desert before he goes to Eastern, before he gets that pearl, just to save on some routing. And of course, since krelbel is using his krelbel custom sprite, his bunny form is one of his old Discord avatars. A little musical note.
I believe that is it's something from like old RuneScape or Ragnarok Online or something like that. Like it's an old emote from one of those games.
And
He's
now
he's gonna go into Hera. Yeah,
he can full clear Hera unless it's Cold Stare or gosh, there are a few bosses he couldn't take up there.
Yeah, Argus, Cold Stare, Trinex. Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have the Hera compass. We don't need to take a look at what that is ahead of time. Technolink finds a heart piece in the big chest in Desert.
Yeah, he's just gonna quick swap over to that bow to show off. Hey, at least I got this. No, he's quick swapping over in case he decides to mirror, but realizing he's going to go out the. Why is he going out the other entrance? He must have not checked the ledge. Because he does not have a fire source to. Oh, he does.
Wait,
yeah,
he has lamp.
Yeah,
he's
got fire. Yeah, he's got lamp. I'm a dummy. I forgot we had the lamp and we could complete this dungeon, which is probably going to push krelbel in that direction after he gets this this dungeon cleared. Now we haven't found anything up here in Hera, right? So far this is all a big old time loss.
Doing krelbel. What are you doing? Are you hitting the switch? Oh, for safety. Okay, sure. Yeah, nothing yet.
Bomb jump.
And technically does not have the compass for Desert here like krelbel does, so this is going to be a blind check on this boss.
And he gets the bomb jump. And it's just another B. So now I believe we still have an item in here, or was that it?
I think we are, yeah, we're down to one item in the small key. Ooh, that's a cold stare. Can't deal with that.
Oh, yeah, and a Helmasaur on the other side. Oh, and he's gonna go for that Helmasaur kill. Yeah, you time these bombs well enough and throw them, and you can definitely get them.
Oh, you only need 5 bombs if you do it right.
Does that select canceling stack the number of bomb damages?
I don't think so.
Okay. All right, and krelbel's going in there too. Let's hope he's got a lot of bombs by the end of the dungeon. And with a bow at the end, he makes quick work. That is some quick thinking. Well, not quick thinking, quick play, quick reflexes. That's a man who's played a lot of Mystery Seeds and had to have played a lot of Helmasaurs without hammer.
All right, that puts Techno on the board with 1 crystal, having completed a dungeon, acquired a prize. We've got 3 bottles seen already. krelbel's got his bow now, which tells him now there's a key on the torch. Got to run over and get that. And Techno will get his desert compass a little bit late, but it's okay. We could kill that boss, so it's not a worry.
Now, did krelbel open up the left door so he can mirror there, or is he just going to mirror back to the front once he gets these 2 checks on the right side of desert? We'll see.
I think he'll have to run back because they both went in the front, of course.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he will.
And Techno has now decided we're going to head for Castle.
And he sees its Helmasaur and he says, I'm going to go fight that Helmasaur. He's got a crystal. I got to go get it. Got to go take that crystal from that Helmasaur.
You got plenty of bombs to do that. It's not a problem.
Meanwhile, Dragonite also doing Dark Cross because, wait, did he
do Dark Cross first?
I think so.
No, he hasn't. He's only done the back and Zank, so he knows there's like a key amongst the front 4 items. I mean, going to Dark Cross immediately is kind of silly.
At least it's going to be a lot faster with lamp and you got boots on.
Yeah, you can just mirror to the front. Like, there's your key. Yep. I guess getting the key there, you can save a slight bit of that time you lost by going there by skipping one of the guard pickup keys in here.
Hold on. I'm looking at his tracker, and we're starting to run out of potential Dark World access. Our Dark World access might... Yeah, so he might be planning on mirroring from here and then just climbing up Aga Tower now.
So, yeah, maybe. We do have 2 items left to see in Eastern, I think, actually, because we didn't get... No, we have 2 items left in Eastern still, because he didn't get the big key, for the vanilla big key, and open the big chest.
I don't think he's going to go check him. I think he's got just a couple of those, what is it, 2 checks? Or, gosh, on Map Compass Shuffle, how many checks are in Hera? Would it be 4 checks?
It's 4, yeah.
Okay, so he's got 6 checks. He might just say, you know what, if it's not, I'm gonna take the odds that it's not in these 6 checks, and while I'm here, I'll just climb up and be in the Dark World when I'm done.
Yeah, whereas krelbel has a little bit more. He has the entirety of Eastern to go to. We know he needs to do it for his Pearl, which is in Cannonball.
Yeah, he's got to get that Pearl anyway.
krelbel will be... I can't imagine krelbel will be incentivized to climb Aghanim Tower, because at that point you're basically saying there's a Pearl on Pyramid.
Right, yeah. No, krelbel's going to go into Eastern. He's got the 5 checks over there. Interesting boomerang behavior over there on Technolink's side. And he's going to find nothing in that chest. He's going to mirror out, and I bet you he's going to... he's climbing up. Going to be our first runner into the Dark World.
krelbel's working on his bomb helmet, being a little bit slow and careful with his bomb placements.
Yeah, 6 hearts blue mail is no joke on this boss, and he gets it. 4 bombs to spare. That is not easy. Many a lesser racer would have gone out and bought a bomb bag upgrade from the Fairy Island just to make sure that they could clear this. By many, I mean me. And there's our other bottle with the safety fairy built in.
3 of them now. Yeah, free fairy. That puts them even on crystals, 1-1.
And krelbel probably going to flute to 5 here.
There he goes. Head for Eastern. So krelbel gets to completely clear Eastern, having the bow for it. He can one-shot this dungeon, which is good for him. Yeah, so if there's something that Technolink missed in here, this will be a kind of a big advantage for krelbel for the time being.
And Technolink has not dipped Tower of Hera. Now that can swing both ways, because if there's nothing left in Hera and Technolink has to dip it, then that might have been a slight boon for krelbel, especially if Technolink ends up killing the boss later and spending more time up there. But boy, if there's something on that boss or on the green pendant turn in, it's going to be a nice big advantage if Technolink can do it first try up there.
Yeah. krelbel's got his Pearl now.
Does the dash around strats. Is it quicker to dash back around?
I'm pretty sure it's slightly slower to dash around, but if you have bad RNG with the cannonballs, you might lose time weaving between them.
I know if you have the cape, it's always quicker to just cape through the combat.
Oh yeah, cape dashing is fantastic through there, yeah.
You almost never get to cape dash through there.
Also in glitch circles, I just remembered that cannonball pearl in particular. Some people will know that as the Espeon pearl because of certain races that happened.
All right, more flashes. Not as bad as some of the other ones, but all of every 4th time Ganon does something, those lightning flashes, those are going to be some pretty gnarly ones too.
All right, here's Aghanim. You get up to 15 potential lost coin flips to make this take as long as possible. Or decent RNG so far already. This is fine. It feels bad when you go up to do Aga 1 and you get like
flash.
a ton of blue balls, and then it's just like, oh, you didn't need to do this anyway later, it turns out. But yeah.
Huh, I guess I remember those flashes as being worse when he does his lightning attacks.
I don't feel like they're terribly bad, no.
No, I feel like the mirror transition is worse than those flashes, and that got left in.
The capture frame rate might help too. We might be missing some of those flashing frames too.
Oh yeah, that could be.
Trouble's got his big key to Eastern in vanilla spot, as you do.
As you do.
Get the last 2 checks from him. Yeah, there was a vanilla big key that Technolink, and then Technolink missed, so he's missing 2 items in here. He couldn't have gotten the last item anyway because again, nobody.
Oh my goodness!
That's the second glove in Eastern Big Chest. Dang.
Whoa. Sorry there, Technolink. You definitely got a little robbed there. When missing one trick because he was on 3 hearts green mail when he was here the first time.
And the worst part of it is that like he just barely missed the pot throw on the Igor. Like that was hook shot on ledge there.
The worst part is that means that entire trip up the tower was pointless, other than it got him to that hook shot a little bit before he might have naturally routed there.
Yeah, I mean, not necessarily. There could be a hammer in East Dark World, like hammer and pod would be like still, I mean, at least a logical justification for climbing Aga. But you can get there with other ways.
Oh well, look at krelbel going in here. What if it's Armos? Still only has 20 arrows, but it's blind. So, oh, and he might have known it was blind. Did he have the pendant?
No, we don't have. I don't think we have the compass for Eastern.
Okay.
But blind is not a terrible fight, especially when you just got a fairy bottle off of the desert boss. So this is pretty free. Link going immediately taking that hook shot and routing to West Dark World. Awfully convenient. You climb Aggie, get a hook shot, and you're like, oh, I can go to West Dark World.
Yeah.
That's the Hera compass, entirely useless now.
He hasn't checked Lumberjack Cave either, so he's going to run over there too.
Yeah, he can go a nice route and get all that information on the way if he decides to.
Yeah, I don't see him jumping back into the water and doing catfish from here. If he skipped catfish for now, he's skipping catfish for a long time.
Rebel's got 2 gloves now. He's going to go straight to 3 and get into the Dark World from the village portal. And straight into Skullfront. So a map check. Yeah, he's got his ice. Yeah, that's just that ice crystal still. We don't have a lot of maps still yet.
Yeah, I was hoping we had another map. Oh, I feel like that way up through that skull that Technolink just took is always slower, just having to wait forever for that skull to decide he's going to spawn. Ooh.
Well, boy, there's half magic on Bumper. I don't know that we ever get that.
You never go back for it. It feels so bad. Ooh, blind checking. He's going to get that. Blinded. I think it's one arrow, isn't it?
It is a single arrow. Yep, he's going to get it.
Here you go. Here you go.
Ta-da!
Hold it high.
Trouble finds us key in the middle chest of Skull Woods. We'll head to the front and see what else is hanging out here. So, again, +2 item value in each dungeon because of the map's compass being shuffled. So Skull Woods has a value of 4 potentially good items in it.
And without a fire rod, chances are at least 1 or 2 of those are locked.
Yeah, most likely there's at least 1 in the back. Yeah, you don't have the skull compass yet, so... Or no, we did. We do have the skull compass. What did I see? I didn't see the icon. It was too fast. I didn't see it.
We'll see it again in a second.
Assuming Technolink does the check for it, yeah. Ricky says it was Moldworm? Okay. Oh, fire rod in pinball. Okay, then.
All right, well, we can finish the dungeon now. In fact, let's see. That takes us down. We can now beat Trinex. We could now beat Cold Stare. the only dungeon. Wait, yeah, Argus is the only boss we can't beat now if we run into. So, and this is Moldorm, so we can go beat Moldorm.
Yeah, I mean, and with the hook shot that names Technolink has, like, that enables the Argus kill. What's on Ped? Now you know where the boss hides. It's a compass. All right. We will not be pulling Ped today.
Womp womp. So sorry, Twitch chat. Let's see if krelbel remembers to check that Ped after he does this dungeon, because yeah, he's gonna finish it first.
I can't imagine he won't. After killing the boss's skull, it's very easy to just mirror and check Ped right there.
It's also very easy to forget to mirror and check Ped. $300.
In case you wanted more money, you're sitting on $8.99 after paying Zora.
I feel so bad for our friend Technolink here, who is routing this dungeon in a reasonable way if Fire Rod's not in this dungeon, but of course Fire Rod is in this dungeon.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Krelbel's now getting into the back. We're going to drop in and fight that Moldorm. Moldorm does not know how to handle this conveyor belt floor, as you see. It just has a lot of trouble doing anything here.
He doesn't want to bump into the spikes. But yeah, when you've got the red cane, it makes all the sense in the world to go to the middle of this dungeon first, and then if you've got the fire rod, go to the back and then come to the front. And the only time you get burned is, well, when you get burned by opening up that fire rod in the front.
Krelbel's got his second shield, courtesy of the Moldorm, in back of skull, and he will have another crystal for his efforts.
Yep, we got 2 crystals, 2 furious.
Well, we went into skull expecting to just do the front, and voila, we have the entire dungeon cleared, so we're done here, never have to come back.
Yep, and krelbel's gonna get his map check in. Map check, Ped check.
Scupulus, our tracker, saying that was a red crystal. Good eye.
All right, and he's going to go back into the Dark World, and he's going to go into the Village of Outcasts, and then Thieves Town, and then he's going to finish off with that route over to Hype Cave. Don't need a crystal ball to call that route. You know, he might even skip Thieves Town for now, depending on how hung up he is on having that hammer in Thieves Town.
Yeah, whether he wants to clear it without hammer. Yeah, leave one item behind. With Thieves Town having 6 items in it, there's a strong potential you leave something, a pool item of some sort, in the big chest. Yeah. And
I mean, well, it looks like he's not going to go in there for now, but you can, because he probably would have opened the front on his way down there. But if you do, you can also just check the front 4. It's even juicier to pick that front 4 with 6 items there, and you've got the mirror, so you just hop right out after you check front 4.
Or like Tranch has, saying you do front 4 and then just go fight the boss and then just leave the rest for later.
Oh yeah, that's another option, because this is not the Archipelago branch where every now and then blind is the boss and you need to do the blind escort anyway.
Yeah.
You do maiden escort. Because there are branches of the randomizer where if blind is the shuffled boss, you still have to do maiden escort. Not in the main branch, though. Main branch is consistent.
Krelbel's going to head over here and do... He's going to cross the north, actually. You figure he goes south, but yeah. This is fine. Yeah, he hasn't done these.
Yeah, he also... I don't think he checked Bumper Ledge at all. Unless he did earlier and we weren't noticing.
I don't think he did either.
Maybe he's doing it on the way back.
Yeah, he has an opportunity to glimpse it, yeah.
I could see him swimming east from here, though.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to go to Catfish, this is like the time to do it. You route it in this direction. And then you could just mirror from Catfish and like flute back to 3 and then clean up from there. GT map was in the chess game. They're entirely useless. We don't need prize information from GT because it doesn't have any.
It's got Ganon's hole opens up. That's the GT prize.
I guess that's kind of a prize.
The map tells you you can win the game after you clear GT. All right.
Where's our hammer?
Well,
where the heck is our hammer going to be?
We're getting at least our front four. Yeah, where is that hammer? All right.
Castle map, yay!
Map. Also useless map.
We've had both of them.
Krelbel releasing the bee because he's gonna go into the shop here and buy some blue goo, and I like that plan. Maybe he did see that half magic and he says, hey, yeah, I'm never getting that half magic. Let's stock up here.
And we'll continue on over to Catfish.
Dr. Trayman Spire, professor of hammerology here, telling us that hammers in fact don't exist, they're imaginary, which makes sense so far in the seed.
Second item in the front of Thieves is red boomerang, and that's 3 in the front, so we got 3 in the back.
That's consistent with our observation that hammers don't exist.
Yeah, so far. Alright, Catfish. What you got?
Yep. Technolink skipped this. What is it? And it's 3 bombs.
Just a bomb pack. Alright. Oh, he's not fluting from here. He's probably going to head... I guess he's heading down... Yeah, you can flute. Okay. I mean, you could just run down to Pod from here because you don't have a hammer. But yeah, he's probably going to go back to Village. And we got a Landmo fight for Thieves Town.
And hey, speaking of doing the front 4 in the boss, that is exactly what Technolink did.
Score another crystal, and so we know there are 2 items remaining in the back 3 checks of Thieves Town. We did find the small key, so whenever the hammer pops up, that big chest is accessible for whenever you decide if you want to decide you want to go back in there. Yeah.
Who would ever decide to go back in there?
Technolink, apparently.
Yeah, meanwhile, Krelbel doing something a little... Well, I wouldn't say spicier, just a little more... how to put it? He really wants to clear that whole dungeon in one go. He's got the mirror so he can do K45 on the way. Just $20 on the dig game. Sorry if my comms is picking up on my microphone.
Yeah, I mean, so far, Technolink hasn't found anything really important in Thieves Town, so like Krelbel's not missing anything just yet. But yeah, I think in MC, like Thieves Town has enough value that you at least just go into it. Just do the front 4 of the boss. Like that seems like a pretty easy play to make. And with hammer, with flute and 2 gloves, it's very easy to get back to Thieves Town if you need to clear the rest of it.
All right, so, and hey, he went back in there. Technolink did.
Yeah.
Krelbel, did you talk to Stumpy?
He did. He got a big 20.
Okay. It looks like from my screen, the stream hiccuped, and it looked like he walked next to him and then walked away.
Yeah, so Tech has found another item in the Thieves' Attic, so we're actually just down to 1 item remaining in all of Thieves Town, with what's left of it.
All right,
and Hype Cave
has hammer.
Ooh, there it is.
We found a hammer. They do exist.
TR compass. That's good to have too.
Yeah, it's gonna be extra nice, especially if we can find out if it's a compass or a pendant or not. I mean, crystal or pendant. Other C word.
Just do Hype Cave. That's where the hammer is. No problem.
Yeah. And hey, he's gonna be able to do Thieves Town in one go. And he's going to be able to go straight into Pod here.
We don't yet have prize information from Pod, but it is worth 7 items, so that's rather appetizing.
Hey, Pod has progression in over half of seeds, and it's probably higher in MC Shuffle.
I was kind of hoping Krelbel would stop off at Bomb Shop and get the red crystal info for us, but he did not.
Oh yeah, that could have been a little handy. Maybe he's just gonna figure he's gonna get it along the way. You always see when you have two when you pause. It does tell you one extra crystal. How many? Yeah, because he's still got 5 maps left, and it's Argus, so we cannot beat this boss until we have Hookshot.
Yeah, he needs to get his hookshot off of
Wait,
Pyramid Ledge.
yeah. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, Krelbel's gonna be forced to double dip pod. If it's a prize we want, of course.
Yeah, it could be one of those. We still got 2 pendants out there in the wild.
Yeah, if it's a pendant,
Actually,
you don't have to clear this
50-50.
boss. Yeah, we're getting down to the point where yeah, there's decent odds this is just pendant pod. Yeah. Techno's giving a look at Bombos tablet. What's here?
Oh, that means is he going into? Yeah, he's going into. He's going to do the dip, I think.
I mean, if
the Swamp Palace.
Well, he's going to get his hammer from Hype Cave.
Oh,
he can turn around and go right into,
just
into
the
swamp
hammer
from there.
Don't. Well, he's on mirror. Okay, I thought he was going to dip.
Yeah, don't dip hammerless swamp unless you're desperate. Or it's that 3-way tiebreaker from
He was on mirror. I thought he was going to dip it before he checked Hype Cave. It's been known to happen.
Rebels continue to find keys in the front of pod, as this dungeon does.
Oh, what do we want to see in here? I mean,
There's powder.
is Techno Link in Go mode minus dungeon access?
Technolink needs his second glove from Eastern for starters.
Right. Yes.
And then potentially medallions.
Yeah, so except for medallions, we are in no mode.
We've only seen one so far, and that was at the very beginning, Kakariko having the ether for us.
And by no mode, I mean both of these runners know how to do Silverless Master Sword Ganon. It's not fun, but they know how to do it.
Do they want to? Probably not. Krelbel working on the back of pod, while Technolink is now getting into the Swamp Palace, having just acquired the hammer. It says, now we can clear Swamp. Let's go. Swamp having 8 items in total in MC Shuffle. It's a lot of value here.
Did Krelbel do the left side there? Is he mirrored back to the front already? Okay. No, he's not.
There's a Quake medallion in the Harmless Helmet. There's our second bow in the first check in Swamp. That's nice.
Yeah, it is. And Krelbel's probably going to be in Go mode when he gets over there, so he might not get those silvers. Unless he's looking for a medallion when he gets over there.
Yeah, it's a matter of if and when. Maybe at that point he's still on like 2 swords, 1 bow, and he's thinking, well, this is a quick check I can get, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see when the time comes. And if he even does swamp. Oh, Techno does have both red crystals, actually, so I'm guessing Thieves must have been the other one.
Yeah. Our tracker's already made that deduction.
Krelbel's out of pod now. He's going to mirror out, and we're going to flute to 3. I think he's going back for Thieves Town now.
Interestingly, Krelbel has not fluted to 6 to get that intel on Mire access. We don't know what Mire is yet for Crystal or Pendant.
Yeah, when you've got 2 gloves of flute, 2 medallions, mirror in particular, like you can easily pick up like Mire Shed and Checkerboard Caves. Those are quick item checks. Techno, meanwhile, is heading straight for the back. Gonna skip left side swamp. I guess if you're Actually, pretty much this close to go mode, you might be thinking I can just go for the back and see if I get what I need on the way through. Which is pretty
Ooh.
reasonable.
Go in man mode with a bomb diver down. First try.
Third sword and flooded
there's a
room.
Sword.
There you go. Swamp giving you your equipment to handle Ganon, no problem.
Yeah. Making
So
the
Krelbel,
Ganon fight.
if Krelbel go modes through here, he probably gets that sword because that's a very easy pickup.
Yeah, I don't see Krelbel not picking up that sword if he's still looking for either a sword or silvers.
Yeah.
And he does a map check, realizes, oh, hey, I don't have any intel on this dungeon at all.
Oh, he's got a Lambo there. You saw the icon.
Yeah.
But yeah, no prize info, so he'll have to kill that Lambo to get it. But we know it's a red crystal, and Lambo's not a problem. We got a moth in Swamp. Continuing to have a complete diversity on our bosses. We have yet to have any repeats. No Trinexes yet.
We're a very inclusive seed here. Oh, and that is a pendant.
Pendant Swamp.
Krelbel might not ever end up in Swamp.
Yeah, if he gets a map for it and says I don't want to go there, and he can complete his crystals, he's going to be missing his second bow, and potentially he might get stuck on Master Sword Silverless.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's only one more sword out there.
Yeah, unless that last sword pops up somewhere else for him. But who knows? We may not get the swamp map, and he may think I need to go in here to find something. I highly doubt he goes in there looking for hookshot. I mean, I hope he doesn't.
Ooh,
Techno's
that's right.
For Pyramid Fairy.
Techno still doesn't have his gold gloves, and he's banking that it's not in Eastern.
Yeah, he hasn't been back to clear Eastern yet. I mean, I find that a little strange because like it's a crystal dungeon, and you can clear it now. I don't know why you don't do that.
These two checks are really fast right now coming out of Swamp. I get it. Especially if you've already done this climb.
Yeah, this is convenient for him. He's done the Aga climb. If you're going to do Pyramid Fairy out of Swamp, is like the best time to do it.
Now, is he going to empty his bottles and check the prize? Because I'm pretty sure he's up to 3 or 4 bottles.
Yeah, I think they both have 3 by now. Compass to Meyer, okay. Helpful.
Okay.
And a green rupee. Vanilla green, okay. Alright, Krelbel has the last item coming out of Thieves Town here. The big chest.
Right. Where does he go to? Does he flute to 5 since he can clear all the pod?
Swamp Compass. Yep, he is going to 5. So he's going to do his combo pod Eastern play. And lucky for him, he has that hook shot, so he'll be able to deal with that Arcus that's in the back of pod.
Yes, he will. Do we know if pod is a crystal yet? If it is, that's really good for Technolink. And yeah, he's gonna, after he's done with pod, he's gonna mirror. Well, he might mirror over to Eastern and finish it first.
Yeah, this is now the time to do Eastern. You've got pod Eastern combo to do. You finish that dungeon after this, no problem.
All right, and Krelbel gets that red crystal.
I don't think he knows it's red yet, but if he menu checks or if he menu checks, he'll see it. Yeah. Yeah, we never picked up a map to Thieves.
Okay, and Technolink checks his boss in here. Says, "Yep, I can kill Argus." He can kill any boss, but just checking what his boss is.
Okay, there's Krelbel's menu check. If he noticed the red crystals, he knows he has them now. Looks like he's headed for ice. Pretty reasonable play. You've got Samaria. You have, it's a crystal. You can clear this dungeon. May as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, well, I kind of get why Technolink had the... No, he didn't have the intel that he had the... Well, no, he did know he had the 2 red crystals, so that might have been part of what drew him into Swamp, is it felt like 10 checks instead of 8.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't have a compass for ice
pointing out If this is our other Argus, he's in some trouble.
Krelbel's in. Yeah, if Krelbel has to double dip both these dungeons, that's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
Like
a nice little powder and pod. We already knew that.
Yeah. There's the big key. If it comes down to Krelbel having to repeat dip ice and pod to deal with both to get both these prizes because of having hookshot on Pyramid, I think that more than makes up for Techno having to climb Aghanim's tower, missing his glove in Eastern, and the fact that Techno also has his bow and sword advantage right now.
Krelbel needs to turn in that red crystal, and it's because he doesn't have that hook shot that he doesn't want to do the red crystal, the big red bomb turn in, because that's also Swamp Palace down there that he doesn't get to go through at the same time. He doesn't have that crystal pendant info on it. So he's in a very, not a bad spot, but he's in a place where you really don't want to go down there. So it might be a while before he checks that pyramid ledge. Still,
he must know there's still an item on Pyramid Ledge, and he might say, okay, well, Pyramid Fairy, I can do that because I have the red crystals. That's effectively 3 items there, and I'll skip a Hookless Swamp unless it becomes a needed. I don't know. It's hard to say what's going through his mind. You don't know yet.
Yeah, and I'm looking at his tracker. He's on his tracker. He doesn't have either of the red crystals marked. Now he might have it in his head. He might
have seen him on the menu. We don't know. We do have a map to Mire in Ice Palace, so once we're out of there, we can see if that's potentially our last pendant. Maybe we don't need to go into Mire, who knows?
Wouldn't that be the dream? The ultimate God Mire. You just don't even have to go in.
Exactly.
Krelbel remembering he doesn't have hookshot and bombing the floor above the big key chest, or the big chest.
Just a bomb pack there.
And that bomb pack that followed him all the way from Mushroom Spot.
Techno's now into his Argus fight.
All right, so what does Techno want to see here? Techno wants to see Bombos, right?
I mean, Techno doesn't know where his second. He's thinking he hopes his second glove is here, but he's going to get it on the path through Eastern.
Yeah.
But having some medallion security would be nice, because then you
going for that.
You can get where we need to be. And there's a Vitreous at the bottom of ice.
Well, we can take care of that guy. Surprised Krelbel's not going more of the bow strat on this fight. He knows what he's doing, though. All right, and I missed what the item pickup was. Or was it just a dungeon item? On Technolink's side. He did not check much at pod. He just went straight. Did he go right, or did he go down the middle?
I think he boss rushed. He's going back in to clean it, because he doesn't have his Quake medallion from Hellway.
Yeah, there's a lot he doesn't have. Just his compass says he's only got 7 of the checks.
Bottom of ice is a map of thieves. Yeah.
Oh boy. Some helpful information there.
Yeah, really. Well, thankfully, Krelbel could kill the boss, and it was a Vitreous, not a problem. That continues to say that we haven't seen a Trinex yet. It's getting a bit concerning now. The concern, of course, is that if we have to go to the basement of GT, we have to go all the way to the bottom to the Vanilla Big Key room. There's a strong possibility that we have an Ice Trinex, which is basically the worst thing to see down there.
Oh no, Krelbel not going where we want to see him go. We did say we were surprised no one's gone this way.
Mire's a crystal.
And it is a crystal. He can clear it.
Accessible. It's Quake. He can do it. Yep.
And Technolink here gonna get that. Gonna get himself a Quake.
Mire Shed Heart Piece and another green rupee. There it is.
Yeah. And we're definitely going to see Krelbel go to Checkerboard Cave before he comes back to the entrance.
He's on his mirror. He's going to run over here. We do have Mire's Compass, so once we're in that dungeon, we can see what the boss is.
Yes. Chat pointing out that we logically know where all the crystals and pennants are based off of both of the runners, and that there is not. Oh, and hey, here's another map. Krelbel might have all that information too now.
Yeah,
Pod,
that gives him a pod map. That helps him. Yeah.
which tells him that Pod is a crystal. He'll have to dip it again, and he's going in the dark world. Let's see if he checks it. There he goes. All right,
His crystal
he knows
there.
that's- Now, he's seen blue crystals as he put it together. He's got. Yep, he just paused and saw that he's got 2 red crystals. So after Meyer here, he's going to go turn those in.
That might shove him to Pyramid Fairy. He's doing one more check, saying, "Okay, he's puzzling it out."
Yeah, he's going to full clear this dungeon though, and that's not something that that our Dragonite friend is going to do.
Yeah, this is good for Tech here.
Yep.
As
Now,
Trey
Tech is
in
on-
chats. Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say Tech is on his second dip here in Eastern, although he's probably never going to have to touch Hera, which is something that Krelbel did.
Yep, he did. There's nothing in Harry he needs to do. Yeah. He's got his vanilla big key still, but yeah. Yeah, this is good for Tech. Mit's Go mode, like Trey in chat is saying, is one of your best Go mode items is Mit's because it locks out so much. If Mit's is your last item, it's really fine because you get to Go mode at least a couple dungeons by way of that.
So much of Death Mountain was inaccessible until then.
Yeah, we're not going to see at least from Techno, we're not going to see anything of like Hookshot Cave and Super Bunny and all that. He's just going to skip all of that.
Marith asking where are the mitts. He's about to open them up right now.
Yep. A few seconds now, he's going to get his Go mode second glove in Eastern Big Chest. And considering we don't need to enter TR, and we don't care about what medallion it is, and we know that we have Myers medallion, I believe that's actual Go mode for him.
He's got to know what still needs a map for him to know which one is to know Go mode.
Oh, true. He doesn't know, but yeah, he's
yeah
out of Meyer TR. Yeah,
he doesn't know that TR between those two.
But in terms of his items, we know he's an actual Go mode. I was working on Meyer. Gets a heart in the that's the compass chest. Techno's now into his blind fight in the back of Eastern. Yeah, we just need Krelbel at this point to, say, hey, I've got those red crystals. I wonder what's in Pyramid Fairy. He needs to do that post haste.
Yep. But he's got so many other checks he can go to. He can go to the east side of Death Mountain.
The good thing for Krelbel though, once he's got that hook shot, that's all he needs. He won't need to go into swamp for anything. But I mean, that's bad for him because he's going to be missing a bow and a sword. But he doesn't need to spend time in swamp at least. We just hope he comes up with his last sword in GT or here in Meyer or something.
Well, he's not going to go into swamp. That's one thing we realized.
So it's significant. We know Tech is definitely going to have a bow advantage. It's significantly likely that he also has a sword advantage. Especially if the
We're still going to see Krelbel enter GT sooner, I think. Let me look at their trackers. No, I think they're gonna hit GT about the same time, and with the sword Silver's advantage.
Yeah, because Krelbel's gonna not clear Meyer, and he then has only one crystal left. He needs to go get his hook shot, and then that says okay, now you can go clear pod. Or else Tech still has to figure out whether it's Meyer or TR. But I think the map for Meyer is here in ice. That's going to give him his information.
Oh yeah, you're correct.
Which then Tech, all he has to do is just go to Meyer, and he's got everything he needs for it. When he gets to go mode Meyer too, I think actually Tech might actually get there a little bit faster because Krelbel has to still find his hook shot, which we hope again he goes to Pyramid Fairy with the red crystals. Hope they're pushing him there, and then he has to go all the way into Pod. Whereas
This wasn't
Tech,
an Argus boss, was it?
It was Argus in the back of Pod. Yeah.
No, I meant here. Oh, Trinex. Okay.
Oh, Trinex is here. Okay, we found one.
And we've got blue goo, so Krelbel's going to be just fine. Oh, misses his quick swap. Counts his Master Slash is a little off.
Master Sword Trinex takes about 10 hits if you're optimal with your magic usage here.
Yep, and he's trying to save his bottles. He's going to have to go through one.
Yeah, you'd like to not have to use those if you can help it, yeah. Alright, so Tech will still clear Ice Palace, I'm looking at, because he does not yet know his Meyer Medallion. Nor does he know that the prize is there, so he's not gonna leave anything behind there just in case it's Bombos required for his last crystal. But once he gets out of Ice and he does his map check and actually gets to Meyer, he'll know for sure that he's in actual go mode. Good job taking on phase 2 of Trinex for Krelbel. That room is a bit tricky also for Trinex because the top third of the room is still that acid damage floor.
And Krelbel gets that crystal off of Meyer. He's just got to get that pod crystal, but he's got to find that hook shot first.
Tech actually stopping off at the refill room to get his magic back up. I guess he's saying there's a possibility it's a vanilla cold stare here, so just in case.
All right, where are you going, Krelbel? You fluting to 4?
Go to 4. Go get
He's
your
not
red.
going to 4. No, he's going up the mountain.
Uh-oh,
Oh no, he's checking East Death Mountain. There's all of the East Dark Death Mountain. Oh no, he might even go into GT or not GT TR.
We hope that TR is Bombos basically for his sake. Dang, I guess he's not. The red crystals aren't alluring enough.
And he did mark them on his personal tracker. He knows he's got access.
Yeah, he saw them. Yeah, I've had Pyramid Scoopler trackers saying busted up on ladder over a very isolated Pyramid hook shot. Yeah, I've been burned by Pyramid Ledge too. There was one race in which I left a bow there for basically the entire game, and it was very painful.
All right, so how is Krelbel gonna? What's the fastest way to route through all this? You go down here, you take the portal, then you mirror out at the bottom, go up Paradox Cave, drop down, and then go up Super Bunny Cave, right? That's the way you do it?
Yeah, something like that.
Meanwhile, Technolink does not... Does he have his crystal pennant? Oh, he does. Yeah, he's got his crystal, so he knows he's in go mode.
Yep, he knows.
Yep.
He has finished Ice, and he is just one crystal away from being able to get into GT. Yeah, it's definitely his race now, given that he knows he's in go mode and he's on the path. Whereas Krelbel's still missing that hook shot on Pyramid Ledge, and he is not quite close to getting it just yet.
He's quite time from it.
I don't blame him for doing this because the mountain has a ton of density. Basically just like everything but Hookshot Cave. Like this is a fantastic option to take. We just know it's the wrong option, unfortunately.
Yeah, I can't say I disagree with it.
I mean, in his case, I would absolutely be like, oh, there's so much density on the mountain. Let's actually finally go do that now that I can't go clear a crystal dungeon, basically. This is a great play to make. I don't remember where the Meyer Big Key was, but we'll find it on tech screen a little bit here once he locates it. Yeah, so Krelbel's going to drop out, go to exit Paradox, he'll climb through Super Bunny. On the potential assumption that you might not even be, that TR might, oh, no, he's going to climb Paradox. Never mind. Prove me wrong.
He failed the bomb jump and just walked the slow way.
I was going to say potential assumption that TR is Bombos and he can't even get in there and he might not need the portal open, but never mind.
Yeah, he's taking the portal up there. Oh, he might even go into TR first. I mean, if he can get into TR, he's going in. There's no
I
reason
mean,
he wouldn't.
it's that versus like go to Hookshot Cave for well, you get Super Bunny as well, but there's only 3 checks other outside of TR that also Spike Cave. But you end your trip in Spike Cave.
Yeah, and TR's got 7 checks in there for him, and it's Ether. He's going in.
Oh no, that's not good for him.
It is not. F in chat for krelbel.
Yeah. Oh, he's gonna put it off. He'll still go in there. Like he's just
He's going in
not
there
that
before
first.
he turns in the red crystal.
The 3 items in here are quicker than 3 items over here are quicker than going into TR in terms of just check density.
Maybe we'll find the 4th sword though.
Yeah, not that it will make like a big difference in terms of getting him back in this race, but it would be nice. It would be nice to find at least.
Yeah, we're at the point where we're past measuring in Ganon Falls, and we're to the point where we're measuring in quadrant glitches. We can't jingle glitch anymore, so.
Yeah, like or I don't know, dying to Aga 2. I don't know. That happens sometimes, right? No, this is definitely
not with these runners.
Text race. Yeah, probably not. Yeah, I mean I've seen it happen, but it's not common.
All right, and krelbel going into TR.
We can use GT climbs as a measure of time.
Yeah, Technolink did preserve his spooky, I believe. Oh, maybe not.
Looks like not. Of course, having to do the long method in this room because not having the hook shot.
Yep, everything is slower without hookshot. And here comes another Trinex fight, this time with a Tempered Sword. Also going to go a little faster.
Definitely faster on this than krelbel's side, yeah. Prep that spin, get 4 hits out of the 5 you need. Easy. Very nice pace, too. That Trinex and Meyer does significantly... Ooh, got bumped off the very
I saw him get bumped. The bumped off.
Yeah, the Trinex and Meyer does significantly reduce our worries of an Ice Trinex. But it's still a possibility. We haven't seen any repeat bosses yet. So all of our repeat bosses are actually going to be in GT of all places, or TR. We'll see the boss at TR when krelbel gets there, but yeah.
What bosses have we not seen once yet?
Armos.
Yeah, we haven't seen an Armos.
Just Armos. We've seen everything else, yeah. So out of the TR bosses and all of our GT fights, those are where all our repeats are hanging out. And again, they could be anything. Those bosses are not limited to just the original 3 repeat bosses.
Yep, could have a good old boss on ice. Nice, easy.
Where's Techno headed? Where's he going? What's Techno doing? He's on the mountain. He's going to GT, right? You know what time it is.
Oh, do we do a game? Some kind of guessing game? Wait, do we do a guessing game?
I don't remember actually if we do one here.
I haven't calmed this entire. Have I calmed a Challenge Cup match yet this year?
I don't know. Have you?
I don't think I have. I think this is my first.
Ah, there's your bot. Okay, get your guesses right now. Put your numbers in chat if you think there's a number between 1 and 22 where you think that GTBK is going to actually be.
I gotta guess my 3 torch, hope room, and then torch. That's always my guess. Oh, you have to do a command bet. Oh.
Yeah, that's special in here. Yeah.
Oh. Well,
I'm gonna stick with my usual number of 18.
Oh, yeah, and krelbel actually getting more than 7 checks in TR because there's that secret 8th check over in Mimic Cave.
Yep, the Mimic Cave. In open non-glitches, it is effectively just part of TR. And arrows. Tech goes left first. We'll get checks 2 through 5 here in the Stalfos room.
Yeah. Well, we didn't get my 3. It's just a small key.
Our last sword.
And there's that last sword.
And he is doing Stalfos right. Get that mirror after getting those 4 checks. We'll do 6 and 7 in Hope Room. Small key. Another small key.
Oh, all the small keys. Making the right call and not memeing tile room.
Yeah. Oh, it could be. We got all the smalls at this point.
Meanwhile, krelbel coming up on Laser Bridge. Gonna have some big disappointment. I have not been counting item checks at all, so I don't know if he's got, I don't know if there are 5 left or 4 left.
He's missing, he needs 1 small key, so he's gonna find a key here and then 4 items remaining. Yeah. We've got a red rupee. Oh, that was the last small key. Okay, and there it is. We found it in Compass Room. Was that 11, I think? Yeah, that was number 11.
That's a pretty fast seed. Hey, you know what we didn't do? We didn't say thanks to Scoopula for tracking for us. That's very nice of this guy. We do this thing in lots of broadcasts where at the hour mark, but there's just been so much action going on, where we say, hey, thanks to the runners for running this race and being on Restream for us. Their names are Technolink, /Kipo, /Dragonite, and krelbel. And both some very big names in the community. You've seen them around a long time, so we're glad to have them here. I've been John the Branch, and co-comming here with me and carrying this entire broadcast has been Adalor. And the person who put the whole Restream together, his name is Ricky of Kokiri, who also does a ton of organization for the entire, all of ALttPR. Just, he's one of those names. Well, we're, waiting through just boring gauntlet climb here. I mean, gosh, we've seen it 1,000 times. Oh, hey, we found our Armos.
Yeah, we had every prize dungeon had a different boss. Actually, no repeats. All of our repeats are actually in GT.
And we did not get to see the basement boss, so we won't see what one of them is.
Oh yeah, we're gonna see the second and third ones, the Lambo and Moleworm 2s. All right, so at this point, we didn't have to really talk about Ice Trinex at all. Right now, just for curiosity, we're looking at a 20% chance. So if there's a 1 in 5 that there's another Trinex in the basement of GT, basically. We might see one on the climb. There's a 7% chance that it's in Lambo 2. Nope, that's in their Armos. So no more Trinexes.
Oh no, we ran out of silvers. This is the thing that will happen in boss shuffle. You think you've got enough silvers because, hey, you only need like 5 once you get, past that first part of the gauntlet.
Luckily, Gold Sword does a decent amount of damage to these things.
Yeah, it hits him pretty hard. Oh gosh.
If Technolink doesn't, please. Oh no!
Oh my gosh, does he have a fairy?
Does
he have a fairy?
Oh, no, he has that fairy from a long time ago. He hasn't used it.
Way earlier, yeah. There was the free fairy.
I think it was on the desert boss. Yeah, we got that fairy a long time ago.
And he still would have been ahead of krelbel here. Krelbel, where are you going that you haven't been? Oh no, he's
Smith
doing
chain.
Smith chain.
Ugh. So this is Smith chain into Pyramid Fairy, right? Because purple chest puts you in the area of getting the big bump for Pyramid Fairy. So he's gonna get there. It's just unfortunately
he's gonna get there right about the time that Aga 2 goes down.
Now into torches 1. We'll have enough magic. He'll have to get the refill here actually, unless no, he can lamp and get your torches too. And he has nothing to get up here. There's no checks that he can make that really benefit him at this point. He has everything he needs.
Maybe a small magic pot so he doesn't have to fake powder if he wants to powder those 2 anti-fairies. Oh,
yeah,
no,
he had just enough in the bar, yeah.
Speaking of powder, krelbel, not going to find anything over here on Magic Bat. Oh, there's a Moldorm Fall.
Oh, we need about 40 more of those for krelbel to catch up.
Yep. Technolink decides now's the time to learn to hover. Not picking up that last chest, saying no thanks. I don't think I'm going to have to climb up here again. krelbel, yep, he's just running on foot straight to the lockpicker.
Is this faster than fluting to 7 or fluting to 4?
I think it is, because it doesn't have to portal in there. Yeah, this is faster.
Maybe a little bit, yeah. I might have to time that. That's probably not super much of a different time, but yeah, a little bit.
The portal transitions are so slow.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, almost forgetting where he was going. He was going over to Bombo's tablet.
Hey, don't go to the tablet first. That'll break it.
Yeah, I don't think he's been to Bombo's tablet either.
He hasn't yet. No, he was thinking about it. He was like, I need to do that too. But I definitely do a purple chest first there. Otherwise, you drop it.
Guys, we forgot to grade Technolink's geometry test. We don't know how well he did on the trig portion.
It seemed like he got like a 3 or 4 cycle there. It's pretty good.
It seemed pretty fast because I turned around and it was done.
Yeah. He's dropping into the Ganon fight here.
MC boss shuffle. I mean, this might be sub 125. Let's see how fast this fight goes.
I mean, it's as fast as it can be. He's got gold, sword, silvers. There's no reason you don't get your 1-1 here, and then just... I guess it depends on how many teleports Ganon gives us. Phase 3 can easily chew up a large amount of time if Ganon decides he wants to. At least we know that if krelbel finishes this out, as long as he doesn't go complete right, like Hope right into Compass Room, he'll at least have his 3rd sword from the Stalfos room. But yeah, he's definitely missing his bow and other sword from Swab.
Right, and we got those silver hits in. Looks like he
triple timing here.
The torch glitch. Yep. Yeah, he wanted to line that up for the easy triple. Doesn't get the triple, but he gets the cleanup, no problem.
Yeah. Last arrow into Ganon.
Yep. Just that little bow remaining. Where krelbel, he actually went into the pyramid before checking the ledge too. So right as he comes out and gets his hookshot, get your GGs in the chat, because that is Technolink taking the game, taking the series, moving on to round 2 of elimination.
Nope. They'll go into game 3.
Oh, this was...
They're 1-1 now. This is game 2. krelbel was up 1-0.
Oh, I thought this was game 3. I misread the stats page at the start of the race. Well, we get a game 3. Thank you for correcting me immediately. And hey, we had a forfeit over on krelbel's side, so guess what? It's interview time already. Welcome, Technolink. Welcome,
you too.
krelbel.
Wait, what?
Hello, hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Yep.
We were in the midst of a conversation.
Well, now you're in a better conversation right here.
Oh, you're not wrong. It's GG krelbel.
Yep, GG Tech, and yeah, it's pretty funny timing that I saw the hook shot literally the same exact second that I saw the finish, and
Yeah, at that point you're like, oh, there's my go mode. All right then.
Yep. Oh, but yeah.
Go ahead, krelbel. You had first thoughts, clearly.
We got to talk a little bit about how it went, and it was interesting how the unnecessary Aga play that I avoided ended up, making me never really find a good time to go to Pyramid Ledge.
Yeah.
And hookshot being there was lethal. I think when I found it, the only stuff left for me in the entire world was one item in Meyer cutscene chest, which I skipped on a 50-50. One item in Hera basement, and the Saha item, of course, from turning that in, or the green pendant in, and Hookshotless Swamp. And that's it. It was a full clear aside from that.
Yeah. It really all started with Techno, dying trying to get the vanilla big key in Eastern. That sent him out of Eastern without the second glove, which... Really, that was it. Because you missed that second glove, and you're in Mit's Go mode. Mit's Go mode is a fantastic Go mode because it locks out so much.
Yep.
Yeah, it really just worked to your benefit there.
Yeah. That death actually might not have won you the race. You might have won anyway. But oh gosh, that hookshot location, because you never want to go to Swamp when you haven't found hookshot. Even when you got those 2 red crystals sitting there, it feels so bad.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't Swamp because Swamp was a pendant. It was the Argus on the boss of Pod. That was that was
the bigger deal. Yeah.
Oh, I just meant you didn't have anything incentivizing you to go in that direction. So if you had something if you already had hookshot, then you go to Swamp and then you can do the red crystal turn in, which is what what Techno did.
Yep. Yeah, so it's kind of interesting how it, I imagine Tech after the death in Eastern and finding Mitz there and finding out that the Aga play wasn't required, or it was skippable, must have felt behind after that, and then the go mode.
Yeah, Tech. How did you feel finding the Mitz in Eastern after that?
Well. I said before the race that I was going to put my clown wig on, and apparently I did.
Oh, we didn't even talk about that cack skip. That cack skip probably lost you a minute or two, just because what was in cack? A flute, a sword.
No.
Flippers.
Yeah, flippers, flute, boots, book, ether medallion, Samaria, all over there. Yeah, the boots and flute in particular. Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of rude, to put it mildly, indeed. And so I was talking to Krell as well, and I was like, okay, I'm dying in Eastern. Scratch one. I found the boots 10 minutes in when I did the cack skip. That's 2. I found the flute. That's 3. Oh, this race is over. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
So, and then with the flutes, I think I went up the mountain. Oh yeah, the good part about actually dying in Eastern was the fact that I had the book first trip up the mountain. That was incredible, because you found that lamp. I immediately made the desert play, because, well, what could possibly go wrong?
Get that bow?
That bow was stupid. I was like, no, not the bow. The game is mocking me.
Hey, what if he cleared Eastern? Oh.
At that point, I was like, nah, we're going straight to Aga. and lo and behold, the hookshot was there. And then it was like, do I go into pods or do I go West Dark World? Well, you saw what happened. Just go West Dark World. That was basically how the game rolled at that point.
Yeah.
I just was clearing every dungeon on the way because I didn't have knowledge about where my other crystals were, and it just worked out, I guess.
It worked out really well, yeah, because, I mean, you do Ag, you get your hook shot, you're like, okay, let's go immediately to West Dark World. Fire Rod's in Skull, because of course it is. So you just clear that. Thieves is Thieves. You can just do Thieves. There's nothing important. Thieves is empty, actually. You just need a red crystal. You get down to Hype, there's your hammer, and you're like, oh, I can do Swamp now. Swamp's a pendant, but you do Swamp, because why not? It's right there. And then get your extra bow and sword there, and you're like, oh, okay, that's cool.
Silvers.
Yeah. And at that point,
oh gosh, the silvers were in Swamp too? Oh man.
Yeah, the second bow and the last sword were... the swords you missed were in Swamp and Stalfos Room in GT.
Or Stalfos Room, yeah.
It was a good seed. I should roll again, but yeah. So the moment I actually found the hookshot on Aga and I found that hammer, I was like, maybe I skipped Hera and it was a good play to go straight over to Dark World because, well, the hammer and the glove are both in Dark World.
Yeah.
Well,
Skipping Hera was a good play.
Yeah, it worked out.
Yeah, Hera was empty.
And a bottle, that was it, yeah.
And a cold stare.
Regardless, it's Rando gonna Rando in that regard.
Yeah.
But at that point, well, the only thing that I had left to do at that when I found those mids, I was like, okay, krelbel is probably already in GT, or something like that, or 2 or 3 dungeons ahead of me. At that point, there weren't that many dungeons left, but it was that kind of feeling, that sinking. And so at that point, I was like, okay, I'll just go and gamble something, and if I didn't find that map of Misty Mire, I would have gone and cleared TR instead.
Yeah, that Mire map at Nice was really convenient for you.
Oh, that was such a good map.
Yeah, it took me a second, and I had to double check because I also got the map that I think told me Mire was a crystal, and then
it was in Ice.
And at that point, I didn't know what the Swamp or TR prizes were, but I found all 7 crystals, so I wanted to make sure. I'm like,
Yeah, we saw the bit of menuing in the extra map check is like he's figuring out, he's getting the puzzle together. Yeah,
don't screw this up.
Yeah. Oh, there was constant speculation. Okay, has he noticed he's got 2 red crystals yet? Does he know? Is he going to go up the mountain first? He went up the mountain first.
Yeah, I mean, I knew I had 2 red crystals, but
you had
3 checks versus 10.
You had so much on the mountain. Yeah,
I hadn't been.
Or
to
no,
Paradox
11. 11 checks on the mountain. Oh no, plus Paradox. Yeah, no, you had 18 checks on the mountain.
Like your entire mountain. Like you don't blame her making that play because it's like there's a huge amount of density on the mountain compared to what 3 at Pyramid. Like, yeah, you go up the mountain. Of course you do.
Yeah, the one time that I was tempted to do Pyramid Ledge earlier was I did North Dark World pretty early and went for Catfish pretty early, and that was kind of just a bit of a gamble. But then I was at Catfish and I had to pause and thinking, do I walk to Pyramid Ledge now? I hadn't found the hammer yet. Like, if I do that, then I'm going to be tempted to walk to Pod, and I don't know if Hammerless Pod seems right when I haven't done Hype Cave or Stumpy or any of that South Dark World stuff.
Yeah.
But I was tempted, and probably would have looked like a very different race for the last half hour if.
Yeah. The downside, actually, if you found that hookshot there, then wouldn't you have run into Pod's hammer without a hammer, so you would have been stuck there anyhow? That would have been an issue.
Potentially.
Right. Yeah. But
he did anyway. Well, no, not without a hammer, but he wasn't able to get to the boss anyway, so it was effectively the same.
Yeah.
Since it was an Argus boss.
I was very happy having all those compasses and also Fire on Ice early, so that meant you can basically do the boss. I did like the menu strat against Elmasaur with the bombs. getting double hits in.
Yeah, I can't remember if I was in Hammer. Like, would Hammer have been my go mode if I had gotten hookshot at that point? I can't remember what else.
I think, yeah, because you. I think so, actually.
Something like that.
You need the Quake for Meyer. I mean, technically speaking, that would have been Quake go mode.
Oh, where was Quake?
It was in Hellway and Pod.
Yeah, but you reached
okay.
Hammer. So
yeah,
Hammer go mode.
Hammer would have taken me right there. So
effectively,
Hammer go mode. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now we get a game 3, right? I understand this was game 2. Yeah, so
we get a game 3, and I think our deck is pretty stacked in favor of inverted of IF keys. So,
here's what is the deck right now.
Here's hoping. Oh well, yeah. What was the deck?
Our deck today was 2 for Tournament Heart, so that's probably going to be 4 next week. I'm assuming.
Oh no.
We have Inverted Keys at 4, we have Ambrosia probably at 3, I'm assuming, and Tournament Keys will be at 2 then?
I have no idea how any of this works.
Well, in any case, let's hope for Inverted Keys, because Tournament Heart.
Yep.
I agree. I really like the I like MC Boss. I like Boss Shuffle in particular. It creates a lot of interesting situations. But if there's a second mode I like most in this, it's definitely the Inverted Keys. The flute start in particular makes it a really neat mode. So I've been looking forward to playing more of those myself.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Krelbel. One little thing. How'd you like the Espeon Pearl?
Oh, classic.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's an Espeon Pearl. Neat.
Yeah.
I think that's all I've got. Unless John, you've got anything else for these runners?
Nope. I was going into the wrap ups too. I was going to say thanks a lot. You two put on a great show, and you got one more great show to put on. So one more race with both of these fantastic runners. Thanks to Ricky of Kokiri for putting on the restream, organizing everything, and Scoopula for being our dauntless tracker who kept us on our toes the entire match. Thanks to Adalor, my co-coms, who carried this because I just woke up 10 minutes before the race started. And any last thoughts from our runners before we head out?
Thanks again to thanks again to everyone here, and GG again, Tech, and looking forward to Game 3.
Yeah, and all I can say is believe in Aga.
It worked out this time.
It's
just always do Aga.
Yeah, always do Aga. Dark Aga, Fire World Aga. Just you have the Master Sword. You have a Moon Pearl. Let's go. Dark World Accents.
Just go for it.
Punch an evil wizard, you know.
All right. Thanks again, Krelbel, and until the next race. And of course, thanks to everyone. Oh, sorry, Rick.
Oh, no, it's all good. It's all good. Thank you, Tech. And yeah, thank you everybody for volunteering. Thank you to the runners. Coming up on ZSR in about 2 hours at 5:40 p.m. Eastern over on ZSR2, we have a Skyward Sword randomizer co-op tournament match between those who sliver in the dark versus Masters of Camouflage. And then at 7 p.m. Eastern on this channel, we have the Ocarina of Time randomizer Freaky Friday race, which is coming back after a brief hiatus. And that's going to do it for us today. Thank you everyone so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. And we will see you all next time. Bye!